This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, students. So far, in Unit 3, Part 1, we discussed the force exerted by water jet on stationary plate. We discussed in that horizontal water jet, stationary vertical flat plate. We discussed horizontal water jet and stationary inclined flat plate. We discussed the water jet and curved plate, stationary curved plate, both the central impact and also tangential impact. So, we discussed so far the force exerted by water jet on the stationary plates only. In all these conditions, if the plate is in rest condition, the water jet strikes the plate with velocity v. That is called the velocity of the water jet coming out from the nozzle with velocity v, initial velocity v. The water jet strikes the stationary plate. Now, in part 1, we are going to discuss the next impact of water jet on the plate. In this, we consider the plate is also in moving condition. So here, the water jet is in moving condition. The plate is also in moving condition. In that moving condition, if the plate is in moving condition, what is the equation for the force exerted by the water jet on the moving plate? In this moving condition also, we apply the Newton's second law of motion. But in the moving condition, in order to understand the equation of force exerted by water jet on the moving plate, first we are going to see what are the different conditions we have in this moving plate. So on the PPT, in your cell phone screens, I listed the number of conditions we have when the plate is in moving condition. So please go through those conditions in moving plate. The first one, the moving plate is flat plate. The moving plate is a flat plate. It is a vertical moving flat plate in the direction of water jet. So that is the first condition. The flat vertical plate moving in the direction of water jet. Second condition, the flat inclined plate moving in the direction of water jet. Third condition, the curved plate moving either in the direction of water jet or horizontally. These are the conditions we are going to discuss in the moving plate. But before going to discuss this moving plate force equation, first you should know the relative velocity concept. In the lower classes in physics, you might have studied this relative velocity. If body A is moving with velocity VA bar, body B moving with velocity VB bar, then the relative velocity of body A with respect to body B is represented as V bar AB. V bar AB is the relative velocity of body A with respect to body B, that is equal to VA bar minus VB bar. Vector subtraction. Relative velocity is the vector subtraction. V bar AB, the relative velocity of body A with respect to body B. V bar AB is equal to VA bar minus VB bar. That relative velocity concept we are going to apply in the moving plate. So when the water jet and also the plate both are in the moving condition, we must apply that relative velocity. So first understand some basics in the relative velocity. So this is the relative velocity concept. So in that diagram, please watch the diagram in your cell phone screens. In the diagram, first the body one, first body moving with velocity v bar. We have the second body also moving with velocity u bar. So v bar is the velocity of the first moving body, u bar is the velocity of the second moving body. We call v bar as the absolute velocity of the first body, u bar as the absolute velocity of the second body. Dear students, if the body is in moving condition, the body has displacement, the body has velocity, the body has acceleration. If the moving body velocity is measured with respect to earth surface, we consider the earth surface as a rest condition. By using the earth surface as a reference, if we measure the velocity of a moving body, that velocity is called absolute velocity of the moving body. So please everyone follow this carefully. Definitely in the lower classes in physics, you might have studied this absolute velocity. So if the velocity of a moving body is measured with respect to the earth surface at rest condition, that velocity is called absolute velocity of the moving body. In this diagram, v bar is called the absolute velocity of the first body, u bar is called the absolute velocity of the second body. So in the diagram, v bar absolute velocity of first body, u bar absolute velocity of second body. Since both bodies are in moving condition, first body is in moving condition, second body is also in moving condition, the first body strikes the second body. Let us assume that the first body velocity v bar is greater than the second body velocity u bar. That means the absolute velocity of the first body v bar is greater than the absolute velocity of the second body u bar. Then the first body strikes the second body, hits the second body. During that striking, when the first body impacts the second body, the first body strikes the second body with relative velocity, not with absolute velocity v bar. Since the second body is also in the moving condition, the first body strikes the second body with relative velocity, that is indicated as vr bar in the diagram. So at the time of striking, since the second body is also in moving condition, the first body will strikes the second body with relative velocity v r bar. V r bar is called the relative velocity of the first body with respect to second body. So please follow the diagram carefully. If and all the second body is in rest condition, if the second body is in rest condition, then the first body strikes the second body with absolute velocity v bar. If the second body is in rest condition, the first body strikes the second body with absolute velocity v bar. But here the second body is also in moving condition. Since the second body is also in moving condition, the first body strikes the second body with relative velocity represented as vr bar. Vr bar is called the relative velocity of the first body with respect to second body at the time of striking. Here vr bar, the relative velocity of the first body with respect to second body, that is indicated as vr bar is equal to the relative velocity of the first body with respect to second body, that is equal to v bar minus u bar. This is the equation for the relative velocity of the first body with respect to second body. V bar absolute velocity of the first body minus u bar absolute velocity of the second body. This is called vector subtraction. This equation is called vector subtraction equation. The relative velocity of the first body with respect to second body vr bar is equal to absolute velocity of the first body v bar minus absolute velocity of the second body u bar. Now in this vector subtraction, you must consider the directions of the velocities and also the magnitude of the velocities. since it is a vector subtraction. In this equation, vector subtraction equation, you must consider the directions of velocities and also the magnitudes of the velocities. But in one special condition, if all the velocities v bar, u bar and vr bar, if all these velocities are in the same direction, if all the velocities v bar, u bar and also vr bar, all these three velocities are in the same direction, then this vector subtraction simplified as vr is equal to v minus u. That is the vector subtraction if all the velocities are in the same direction. Now in this last equation, vr is the magnitude of the relative velocity vr bar. This vr is the magnitude of the relative velocity vr bar. V is the magnitude of the absolute velocity v bar. This v is the magnitude of this absolute velocity v bar. Similarly, u is the magnitude of the absolute velocity u bar. So this is the vector subtraction equation. Vr bar is equal to v bar minus u bar. That vector subtraction equation is simplified if all the velocities are in the same direction. This equation simplified as vr is equal to v minus u. Now let us coming to our present discussion. Take the first body as water jet. Take the first body as water jet. Water jet coming out from the nozzle with velocity v bar. So v bar is the absolute velocity of the water jet coming out from the nozzle. The water jet is moving towards the plate. Here the plate is also in moving condition. Second body, the plate. The plate is also in moving condition. That the plate is moving with velocity u bar. U bar is the absolute velocity of the moving plate. If the velocity of the water jet u bar, if the velocity of the water jet v bar is more than the velocity of the moving plate u bar, then the water jet will strikes the plate. If the velocity of the water jet v bar is more than the velocity of the moving plate u bar, then this water jet will strikes the plate at the time of striking. When the water jet striking the plate, the water jet strikes the plate with relative velocity. Whereas in the previous discussions, when the metal plate is in rest condition, the water jet strikes the metal plate with velocity v. But here the water jet strikes the moving metal plate with relative velocity vr bar. That relative velocity of the water jet, the relative velocity of the water jet striking the plate is given by this equation. Vr bar is equal to v bar minus u bar. If all these three velocities are in the same direction, then the relative velocity of water jet with respect to metal plate is given by Vr is equal to v minus u. So please follow this carefully. When the metal plate is in moving condition, the water jet strikes the metal plate with relative velocity Vr bar. If the velocities v bar, u bar, vr bar all are in the same direction, then vr is equal to v minus u. With this basics of relative velocity, we are going to discuss the first condition in the moving plate. So please coming to that first condition in the moving plate. Check this first condition in the cell phones. Please give me the response. Can you see that first condition in the cell phones, that condition PPT in the cell phones? Is it visible? Please give me the response. Is that first condition visible on the cell phones? Is it visible on the cell phone?
Visible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So please coming to that first condition in that moving plate. In that first condition, we are going to discuss the equation for the force exerted by horizontal water jet on a vertical flat plate moving in the direction of water jet. So in that first condition, we are going to discuss the derivation of equation for the force exerted by horizontal water jet. It is a moving water jet. The water jet is in moving condition. The force exerted by the horizontal water jet on a vertical flat plate. That plate is also in the moving condition. So check that carefully. The vertical flat plate moving in the direction of water jet. So here the water jet is horizontal, the plate is vertical. So the plate is perpendicular to the direction of the water jet. Now coming to the diagram for this condition. So this is the moving plate condition 1. Coming to the diagram. This is the diagram for that moving plate condition. So please everyone check the diagram. In the diagram, the water jet is coming out from the nozzle. That is first body, the water jet. Horizontal water jet. So follow the diagram from left to right. Follow the diagram from left to right. The water jet is coming out from the nozzle with the absolute velocity v. The plate is vertical, flat plate, vertical. The flat plate is moving with velocity u, absolute velocity. This absolute velocity u is in the direction of velocity v. So the plate is moving in the direction of the water jet, away from the water jet. The plate is moving in the direction of the water jet. V is the absolute velocity of the water jet. U is the absolute velocity of the vertical flat plate. If the velocity V is greater than the velocity U, then this water jet strikes the moving plate. This is the striking. The water jet strikes the moving vertical flat plate. So here the water jet striking this moving plate with relative velocity. The relative velocity of the water jet with respect to moving plate, just now I explained, VR bar is equal to V bar minus U bar. But here the velocity V, the velocity U, and this relative velocity VR all are in the same directions. Since all the three velocities are in the same direction, the relative velocity of the water jet with respect to moving plate VR is equal to V minus U. So this is the relative velocity of the water jet striking the moving plate before the impact. That is initial relative velocity VIR. Just before the impact, just before striking, the relative velocity of the water jet with respect to moving plate is V minus U. That is initial relative velocity in the horizontal direction after striking the plate. Since the plate is vertical, after striking the plate, the water jet will move on the surface of the plate. Take the plate surface is a smooth surface, so there is no loss of energy when this water jet striking the plate. So the water jet after striking the plate will move on the surface of the plate in the vertical direction because the plate is vertical. Since there is no loss of energy after striking, the water is moving on the plate with the same relative velocity V minus U. So just before striking, the relative velocity is V minus U. Since there is no loss of energy after striking also, the water jet moving on the surface of the plate in the vertical direction with the same relative velocity V minus U. Take that as the final relative velocity. So check those two relative velocities of the water jet. The initial relative velocity of the water jet is V minus U. It is along the x-axis. The final relative velocity of the water jet is also V minus U, but it is on the y-axis. Now, during this impact, during this striking, let this water jet applies the force Fx on the plate, moving plate along the x-axis. At the time of striking, let this water jet applies the force Fx on the moving plate along the x-axis. By using Newton's second law of motion, we are going to prepare the equation for this force Fx. We are going to prepare the equation for this force Fx by considering the initial relative velocity of the water jet and also the final relative velocity of the water jet. So in this moving plate, to prepare the equation for the force Fx, we are going to apply the Newton's second law of motion. You know that in the Newton's second law of motion, the force F is equal to the rate of change of linear momentum of the body in the direction of force F. Number of times we discuss, that is equal to the initial linear momentum in the direction of force F minus the final linear momentum in the direction of force F divided by time. You know that in the numerator, the initial linear momentum in the direction of force F is equal to mass of the body into initial velocity of the body in the direction of force F. Similarly, the final linear momentum of body in the direction of force F is equal to mass of the body into final velocity of the body in the direction of force F. That is Newton's second law. Apply that Newton's second law in this moving plate also, but in the moving plate, we are going to consider the initial relative velocity before impact, the final relative velocity after impact. So in the derivation of equation Fx, we are going to consider the initial relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx. Here VIR is the initial relative velocity of the water jet in this moving plate. That VIR is in the direction of force Fx. Coming to the final relative velocity. The final relative velocity of the water jet after impact is along the y-axis, whereas the force is along the x-axis. Since this Fx force is along the x-axis, the final relative velocity of the water jet, that is along the y-axis. The final relative velocity of the water jet in the direction of force Fx is 0. Because force Fx is acting on the x-axis, the final relative velocity is acting on the y-axis. So the final relative velocity of the water jet in the direction of force Fx is 0. Now in this impact, since the water jet is striking the plate with relative velocity, the mass of water jet striking the metal plate per second. Already number of times we discussed in the stationary plates. We know that the mass of water jet striking the plate per second is equal to rho A into V. That is the equation in the rest condition. Rho is the density of water, A is the cross-sectional area of water jet, V is the absolute velocity of water jet. In the rest condition, the water jet striking the plate with velocity V, whereas in the moving condition, the water jet striking the plate with relative velocity VR, that is equal to V minus U in this condition. So in this condition, the mass of water jet striking the metal plate per second is equal to rho A into V minus U, not V. Because the water jet striking the plate with relative velocity, so here the mass of water jet striking the plate per second is equal to rho A into this initial relative velocity, that is equal to V minus U. Now coming to the derivation for this force Fx acting on the moving plate applied by this water jet. So We have number of details in the diagram. Please follow them. If you have doubts in these details, any doubts, you please discuss with me. Now I am going to explain the derivation of force Fx in this condition. So here V, absolute velocity of the water jet. U, absolute velocity of the vertical flat plate. A, capital A, the cross-sectional area of the water jet. Now coming to this relative velocities. The relative velocity of water jet with respect to vertical flat plate is equal to absolute velocity of water jet minus absolute velocity of the vertical plate. We know that in this condition, the water jet and plate both are moving in the same direction. Relative velocity is also in the same direction. So VR is equal to V minus U. Since the water jet striking the metal plate in this moving plate, the water jet striking the metal plate with relative velocity in this moving plate, please follow this carefully. In this moving plate, the mass of water jet striking the vertical flat plate per second is equal to rho A into VR. Whereas in all the rest plate conditions, in the stationary plate conditions, the mass of water jet striking the plate per second is rho AV. Because in the stationary plates, the water jet strikes the plate with velocity V. But here, in the moving plate, the water jet hitting the moving plate with relative velocity VR. So, the mass of water jet striking the vertical flat plate per second is equal to rho A into VR. That is equal to rho A into V minus U. That is the mass of water jet striking the vertical flat plate per second. Now coming to the derivation of force Fx from Newton's second law. Number of times we discuss this Fx derivation. So please everyone go through these steps in the cell phone screens. Fx is equal to the rate of Fx is equal to the force exerted by water jet on the moving flat vertical plate in the direction of the water jet, that is along the x-axis. According to Newton's second law of motion, Fx is equal to the rate of change of linear momentum of water jet in the direction of force Fx. That is Newton's second law of motion. Now coming to that right hand side, according to the right hand side, the rate of change of linear momentum of water jet in the direction of force Fx is equal to the initial linear momentum of water jet in the direction of force Fx minus the final linear momentum of water jet in the direction of force Fx divided by time. Then coming to the numerator, you know that the initial linear momentum of water jet in the direction of force Fx is the mass of water jet into in this condition, since the plate is also in moving condition, the water jet strikes the plate with relative velocity. So that is VR. So here on the right hand side numerator, the first term, mass of water jet into the initial relative velocity, not the absolute velocity, because the plate is also in moving condition, the water jet strikes the plate with relative velocity. So you must consider in the derivation of force Fx, the initial relative velocity in the direction of force Fx and also the final relative velocity in the direction of force Fx. Because the plate is in moving condition, the water jet strikes the plate with relative velocity. So in the numerator, the mass of water jet into the initial relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx minus the mass of water jet into the final relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx. That is numerator divided by time. Then in the numerator, take this mass of water jet common. Then this right hand side becomes as Fx is equal to the mass of water jet In this moving plate condition, the mass of water jet divided by time into the initial relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx minus the final relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx. Now coming to this first term, the mass of water jet striking the flat plate, vertical flat plate divided by time, it is equal to the mass of water jet striking the moving vertical flat plate per second. Mass by time, this is mass by time. So it is per second into the initial relative velocity. The initial relative velocity of water jet. The initial relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx minus the final relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx. Dear students, in the previous diagram, I explained the initial relative velocity VIR just before the impact, that is equal to V minus U. That initial relative velocity is in the direction of force Fx. So please follow this initial relative velocity direction. VIR is the initial relative velocity of water jet. It is acting in the direction of force Fx. Since this initial relative velocity is in the direction of force Fx, the initial relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx is V minus U. Whereas the final relative velocity VFR is acting on the y-axis, because after striking, the water jet will move along the surface of the plate. Since it is a vertical plate, the water jet will move after striking in the vertical direction. So the final relative velocity is in the vertical direction. Since the final relative velocity is in the vertical direction, the force Fx is horizontal direction. The final relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx is 0. So from the diagram, please understand the initial relative velocity in the direction of force Fx and the final relative velocity in the direction of force Fx. The initial relative velocity in the direction of force Fx is VIR, that is V minus U. The final relative velocity in the direction of force Fx is 0, because the final relative velocity is along the y-axis. So coming to that right hand side, in that force Fx equation, so in that above equation, on the right hand side, the mass of water jet striking the moving plate per second is rho A into relative velocity VR. Because the plate is in moving condition, the water jet strikes the plate with relative velocity VR. So the mass of water jet striking the plate per second, moving plate per second, is equal to rho A into V minus U. Then the initial relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx is VIR, that is in the x-axis direction, initial relative velocity, so it is V minus U. Then the final relative velocity of water jet in the direction of force Fx is 0, because the final relative velocity is acting along the y-axis. Then substitute these values in the previous equation. So the equation of force Fx in this impact. In this impact, the equation of force Fx is rho A into V minus U into V minus U minus 0. This is rho A V minus U, that is the mass of water jet striking the moving vertical metal plate. With relative velocity, the water jet strikes the moving plate, so it is rho A into V minus U. The initial relative velocity in the direction of force Fx is V minus U. The final relative velocity in the direction of force Fx is 0, because it is on the y-axis. So in this impact, when the horizontal water jet strikes the vertical flat moving plate in the direction of water jet, the equation of force Fx is rho A into V minus U whole square. If the plate is in rest condition, If the metal plate, vertical plate is in vertical, flat plate is in rest condition, U becomes 0. If the plate is in rest condition, the velocity of plate U is 0. If U is 0, the equation 1 becomes as Fx is equal to rho A into V square. That already we discussed in the rest condition. So this is the equation for the force Fx exerted by the horizontal water jet striking the vertical flat moving plate in the direction of water jet. So if anybody is having doubt in this equation 1, you please discuss with me. Dear students, if you have any doubts, you please discuss with me. Any doubts, please? Is my voice audible to you? Is my voice audible to you? Is my voice audible to you? Please give me the response. Please give me the response. Is my voice audible to you? Any doubts in the derivation of force Fx? Rho A into V minus U whole square. If you have any doubts in that derivation of force Fx, you please discuss with me. Now coming to the further discussion in this first condition. Just now we prepare the equation for force Fx exerted by the water jet on the moving vertical flat plate. Now okay students, there is with this I am going to stop the today's class. We will continue this discussion in next class. If you have any doubts, you please discuss with me in the next class.